Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you, everyone? Welcome to the channel Scholars Online Islamic Institute. This is Syed Mustafa Arif, and today we are going to discuss about the lesson number 1, which is about the learning the alphabets of the Arabic. Today we are going to read our first lesson in the Arabic book, which we call it the basic book or Qaeda. This lesson is about alphabets of the Arabic language, and we will discuss all these alphabets. Let's start with أعوذ بالله and Bismillah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Okay, guys, we have all these alphabets on our screen, and here we'll start from the first alphabet. So listen to it carefully, how we'll pronounce it and how we'll like their pronunciation. The first one is Alif. Alif. Alif is always a straight line going upwards. We call it Alif. Second letter here is Ba. Ba. The third letter is Ta. And the fourth one is Tha. Tha. Now we'll discuss about the difference between Ba, Ta, and Tha. Ba, this is a shape which has one dot beneath. So if it has one dot beneath, we'll call it Ba. If the same shape has a couple of dots on its top, like in the purple letter, we'll call it Ta. And if it repeats with 3 dots here on the top, we'll call it Tha. So let's do it again. Alif, Ba, Ta, and Tha. Let's move forward. And the next letter here we have is Jim. Jim. The next one is Ha. Ha. We'll read this letter from the very end of our throat. Ha. Ha. It's actually the beginning of the throat and in a section of our mouth. Ha. Next line. The new letter here is Ha. Ha. We'll read it with full hollow mouth. Ha. Next letter is Dal. Dal. Another letter we have here is Dal. Dal. Put your tongue a little bit between your both jaws and read it. Dal. Next letter is Ra. Ra. This is simply R, which is like a R in English. Ra. Next letter is Za. Za. Another letter here we have is Sin. Sin. And the next in the page is Sheen. Sheen. Okay, let's discuss the difference between some of these letters. Jim, Ha, and Ha. So it is basically the Ha which make the difference, like it is the dots which make the difference between these letters. Look at this letter, Ha, the purple one. If it has a dot in its belly here, like in the black letter, we'll call it Jim. Jim. And if it dots, if that dot goes on its top, we'll call it Ha. Ha. So in another shape, there will also be a difference due to that dot. If it is empty from the dot, we'll call this shape Dal. If it has with dot, we'll call it Dhal. The same difference here in the other two couple of boxes. With dot, we'll call it za. Without dot, we'll call it ra. Next letter is seen, and its pair is sheen. So the difference between both of them is the three dots on their top. Okay, now let me give you a hint that do not be confused due to these three dots on the top of sheen and here on tha. Because tha, that shape is like ba and ta. And seen, it has a different shape. The sheen has different shape. Okay. Now to the next box. This is sod. Sod. We'll read this letter with a full hollow mouth and read sod. Another letter is zod. Zod. Okay, there is a very interesting thing here, a very interesting point here, that Arabic is called the language of Zod because this is the only letter which no other language has this letter. So like you can find many similar letters in other languages, but the Zod is the only letter which you cannot find it in any other language. Okay, let's move to the next one. This is dra. Dra. Another letter is dha. Dha. The new one is purple one. Ain. Ain. Okay, guys, do not call it ain with alif like the sound of alif or a. Ain, but call it ain. From the middle of your throat, call it ain. And the sword word also has the same similar difference of the dot. One dot if it is on its top, it is sword. If it is empty from a dot, it is sword. And the same difference between tha and tha. And here we have another letter which also has the difference from different from ain. So ain has any dot and this letter has a dot. So we'll call it ghain. Ghain. Okay, next letter is fa. Fa. Another one is qaf. Qaf. Next one is kaf. Kaf. Next letter is lam. Lam. Next letter is meme. Meme. Next letter is noon. Noon. Another one is wow. Wow. That is similar to when you see something interesting and you see it wow. So this is the same letter here. Wow. Next one is ha. Ha. Another letter here. Hamza. Hamza. Next letter is ya. Ya. And the last one here is they actually are the same in pronunciation, the second last one and the last one, but this is a little bit, it has another different shape, which you will not see like more in Arabic, but yeah, you can find it somewhere. So that's why they also included it here. And this is also ya. So last two of them are both ya.